What's up, gamers? It's your boy, Launchpad 1412. Excited to be back with some Madden 15 gameplay here. Have an online ranked match versus a random opponent. A subscriber had asked for some Vikings gameplay, so I'm here to deliver that mail. Knock down those pins, you guys know how I do. I want to talk about a couple of topics before I get into the gameplay. If I have time, I will get into the gameplay, but I wanted to talk about a few things that was kind of on my mind a little bit. Actually, a subscriber asked me about one of the things. So if you have something that you want me to talk about in my next topic or in my next video or whatever, in the comment section, let me know what topic you want me to talk about, or let me know what team you would like me to play with in my online ranked matches, man. This is a couple of subscribers that asked me for some Vikings gameplay, man. So you guys know how I do, man, as far as, you know, answering the bell. Alright, first thing I want to talk about was this one video, this one commentator. I'm not gonna say his name. But he was talking about what he did to get popular on YouTube. And he's kind of popular. I would say he's pretty popular. I think he has like 100,000 subscribers right now. He said what he did was troll Smoove. And in the comment section, the comment section was so funny because it was a lot of subscribers talking about they're going to unsub because he was trolling Smoove, because they found out that he trolled Smoove a lot or whatever. And a lot of the people in the comment section was like, "How you gonna do this, man? How you gonna do that, man? How are you gonna do that to Smoove?" It was wild, man. It was a fun read, at least in my opinion. But here's a good question, man. I know some commentators have answered this before, and I'm not really sure if this question is black and white. I think it's some gray area, to be honest. The question is, what does a new up and coming commentator have to do to gain a decent amount of subs? What I would say a decent amount of subs is, I would say probably 1,500 is decent. I mean, not great, but decent. I mean, what does a up and coming Madden commentator, Call of Duty commentator have to do to get a nice substantial amount of subscribers and views, especially if they're good, if they're pretty good, they're humble. I'm talking about the ones that are humble and good. I mean, I'm talking about this, the ones that are just bugging too much about, getting fame or getting the hype or getting views or whatever. I'm talking about, the ones that are solid. And my question is, I just don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know what they do. Of course, the cliche answers are, and I don't mean cliche in a bad way, but the cliche in a good way. It's be consistent, with your videos, work hard, and just I guess kind of hope for someone that notices you and gives you a shout out or something. So my whole thing is sometimes people come to my channel and they'll put their channels on my channel in the comment section and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me. The reason why it doesn't bother me, I'm not saying like spam me or nothing like that for like 100 days or something like that. But every once in a while, you want to put your channel on my comment section or whatever. It doesn't really bother me because I know it's kind of difficult to what do they do? I mean, I'm not even quite sure what I did. I know I got some. Truthfully, I've gotten some love from a lot of commentators, but the only time my subscriber base kind of like sprouted, and I would probably say a little bit, is whenever I played Cookie Boy. I mean, that's the only time it ever kind of jumped. You know what I mean? So, and I've gotten when Golden Sports came through, usually the views go up, not necessarily the subscribers, but the views go up. So, I really don't know. So I'll just in the comment section, tell me what you think, man. Well, what does a new up and comer do? And maybe I'll make a video on it. I'll take some of you guys' thoughts and maybe make a video on that and mix my thoughts too in there. So yeah, that's that. Next topic we want to talk about was Richard Sherman, man. Richard Sherman is supposedly having a baby. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend, but he's supposedly having a baby soon, and they're saying that the baby might come on the Super Bowl. And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, what do you do? Do you do you go to your Super Bowl, or do you go to see the birth of your child? A lot of people are putting that in the media and stuff like that. They're really talking about that, and I think this is pretty much a no-brainer for me. In the comment section, tell me what you would do. Me, I'm gonna go see my son, or daughter, or the birth of my child. I'm gonna go say. I know it's easy for me to say because I've never even been to a Super Bowl, even been close to a Super Bowl. But nothing could be more important than there's nothing that's more important, than the birth of your kids. And I'm not saying that because it sounds like the right thing to say. I'm just saying that because I truly feel that. You guys know I will be very honest with you guys. But if he did go to the Super Bowl, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't blame him. I mean, the Super Bowl, that might be the last time, to win 2 rings, so I kind of hope that the baby's like born afterwards, because that would be great, man. What if they actually won the Super Bowl and then the next day the baby was born, man? That would be awesome, man. Or maybe the day before the Super Bowl. I kind of hope he's not on the Super Bowl, because then he'll have to deal with that confliction and people talking about, because no matter what he does, he's not going to win, man. If he goes see his child, born, people gonna be like, man, you missed the Super Bowl. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but people will say that. And if he goes to the Super Bowl, man, the media is gonna go crazy with him, as far as him not seeing his son. So it's just wild, man. I'm not shocked they put that as a story, but I'm just thinking like, why would you even make that? Like, why would you do that to him, man? And just make that such a big deal. But one more thing I wanted to touch on, and that was Marshawn Lynch, not speaking to the media. A lot of people have been asking me throughout the day, should he speak to the media? Shouldn't he speak to the media? Is he doing the right thing? Would I do the same thing if I was in his position? Honestly, if I was in his position, I probably would love talking to the media. Like, sometimes you don't want to talk to people. There's a way you can flip it, man. You can kind of halfway answer their question and just throw them off a little bit. Yeah, they might ask a couple more questions, but keep hitting them with that halfway answer, man, and throw them off, and eventually they'll stop, man. And just say something like awkward or just a little dipped and crazy. You know what I mean? Just something awkward. Like, they ask you a question and be like, man, yeah, that's kind of the equivalent of trying to wrestle 16 mooses or something. Just it's something crazy. I do it sometimes when people ask me stuff that that I think is like come on, man, you know better than to ask somebody that, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I'm a little conflicted with this. I'm gonna answer this real quick for the video ends. Real quick, I understand both sides. I understand that he doesn't want to talk to the media, and I understand the media want to talk to him, and I understand I know he's just one guy, but I know what it brings to the NFL as far as like, a little bit of revenue, but the camaraderie of just figuring out, get into the minds of players. I know a lot of people across the country are just curious to see how Marshawn Lynch thinks and what he thinks about, the game or whatever. But at the end of the day, he has a job to do. In his job description, he's supposed to talk. It is what it is. My job, I deliver food to restaurants within the park. And sometimes I'll take ice, I deliver ice, and I run out beers. I can't just say I'm not going to run out beers. I know I'm not in the NFL, but I mean, if I say I'm not going to run out beers, that means I'm not doing my job. It's part of my job. It's in the job description. I read it before. I signed on for the job or asked for, an application or asked to get hired. So I have to abide, by that. And I think he has to do the same thing at the end of the day. And I think that's the silver lining in this. So tell me in the comment section what you think about all 3 of these topics that I talked about. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about these topics. I'm going to bring up more topics. And in the comment section, if you want me to talk about something, let me know. I will give you guys my Super Bowl predictions real quick. Got some pack openers coming. Got online ranked matches. My team. Mud, of course. I got all types of stuff coming for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this vid. This is your boy Launchpad 1412. And I'm out.